Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the box to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Man open, Rice. How did he stay on his feet? And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is Bell on the dump off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The give is to Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Chris Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there on third down. 43 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
319!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Let's go, come on.
They come out here in the eye. Now Bell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Le'Veon Bell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out now come the legends. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 4. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll run it with Jackson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And an alley to run. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You walk plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eddie Goldman in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run it with Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't know if I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Madden Legends draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
We coming, man. Free the guys, man. P&V. Skirt, skirt.
Special guest, Jacob Frost.
My first First 100 bins and made it through the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something.